People often mistake trauma for stress. No, stress is when you do things that you don't fancy. It stresses you out. Say, for instance, we all have that job that we don't enjoy and we just literally go there. When you go to a job that why you go there is just the money, you feel stressed. As soon as you're out of there, you start to feel better again. Now that's stress. Once that event is over, the stress is over. This is not the same when it comes to trauma. Trauma lives rent free in your head. All you need is something to trigger it, and then you start to relieve it again. Low self-esteem, depression, anxiety disorder, panic attack disorder, high blood pressure, insomnia, mental health problems, alcoholism, sex addiction, drug addiction, trust issues, feelings of guilt, self-sabotage. If any of these things that I've just listed sounds like what you are dealing with or what you are managing, sit and watch this. You're always on guard. You're always panicking. You're scared. You feel like you're in danger. You always have a sense of guilt, sense of shame. You're one who was bitten by a dog at a very tender age and it was terrible. No matter how much you tell them that dog is loving, caring, and the best pet ever, they would not believe you because they've got PTSD from that event. Now, each and every one of us has one thing or the other that triggers us and helps us relive an event that we do not want to relive. We do not even want to remember it. We all suffer from it. Now, how we handle it is what matters. Today, we are only going to discuss trauma. One of these days, in fact, I will make another video, share with you how I have healed from my childhood trauma. Today, we are not talking about childhood trauma alone, we're talking about trauma. In fact, let's talk about complex trauma. People who have multiple traumatic events. Imagine a child who has experienced emotional neglect as a child or abandonment from either the father or the mother as a child, manages to grow up and then ends up being bullied by some students in school. She's not even able to speak to the parents because he or she already feels like they're not going to listen anyway. They already abandoned me. They already focused on their business. They already focused on their job. They already focused on fighting each other. Some children never even experience what a family is called. They don't know what it feels like to be in the same home with their father and their mother. They're not fatherless. Some are fatherless. It's a whole lot of events that we can't be listing now, but you know what it is that is resonating with you. You know what gets to you. All of these things have long-term effects. You're a middle-aged person. You probably got sacked at your job, and the way you reacted to it scares everybody else. Not because of the job, but because it triggers something in you. It probably triggers the fact that you cannot handle rejection. It triggers a lot of things in you. Racism triggers trauma. Unemployment triggers trauma. Poverty triggers trauma. You know what your trauma is. You know what it is that it's there that you cannot handle, that you're trying to let go of. Yes, you can let go of it. This is what it touches. You see, when your trauma comes, you either repress or you suppress. What happens in a situation whereby you're cornered and in fact you have no control over the situation? What do you do then? It's a whole lot to take in, especially when you are dealing with complex traumatic events. Everything seems impossible. You're always feeling like you're in danger. You don't trust anybody. Someone is approaching you and you already think they want to harm you. Someone compliments you and you say, "Oh, why is he insulting me?" I mean, someone say, "Oh, bro, you look good. Those pants are really good," and you're like, "I don't think so." Self-sabotage. Oh, you're always constantly feeling low of yourself. You don't trust anybody. You want to socialize. You don't want to talk to. You don't want to make friends. You're always by yourself. Well, this is just to remind us that we all have traumas and we can deal with it personally. There are ways we can deal with it. Talk about it. Let it go. Move past it. Our childhood and our nurturing has a ripple effect on us. Do not blame people for situations they do not have control over. There was a viral video on the internet recently and somebody said something about people that are dancing, blah, blah, blah. And then she made an insensitive statement at the end of the video. They're behaving fatherless behavior. So many people do not choose to be fatherless. Some people are a product of rape. They don't even know who their father is. Some people are a product of one night stand. A whole lot of things. Yes, I know some of them could be avoided. But then it is not the victim that gets blamed. They do not ask to be in that position. So be nice, be empathetic that you are in a different situation from what any other person has. It's simply luck. We need to be more open minded. We need to accept people. We need to be empathetic. Nevertheless, healing remains unrealistic. You can only let it go. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.